Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. So, in our previous video, we showed you the extensive use of some solver heading, and actually, solver is an advanced version of goal seek. Goal seek is actually dependent on it's a very limited but very useful and simple approach in which you specify one cell uh, in which you are targeting and one cell which you can change and getting the focus of the result instead of getting your desired result, that is your goal, by changing one cell into one. So there, for example, you have units sold, for example, X number of units. Okay, this is an input field. That's why I make it yellow highlight. Okay? The other is also input field, and it is a unit price per unit. It is $3.8. Right? And so your revenue is what it is this divided by this unit sold multiplied by unit price, and that gives you the revenue, right? Now the goal seek, the simplest example is that if you want to ask the goal seek that your goal is say $3,000, you want $3,000, you want to achieve it as a $3,000, right? And how many units shall I sell while keeping this unit price fixed, right? So what would you do? You will go to data and go to the goal seek. Where is goal seek? In the data, you will have the what if analysis, and here lies the goal seek. In the goal seek, you specify these three things. First is the cell. Uh, so that is of course the cell where you have the formula, right? And you want this to become 3,000, right? 3,000, and you by changing this, right? Okay, so so it will quickly come up with the result. It will keep on changing this 500 so that while watching the revenue, as soon as it becomes 3,000, it will stop. Okay, so it has bring it. It has from 500, it has become 789 and 789.47. Okay, while keeping this unit price to this and this. So if you accept this, you will. So it does not make any change in the anything in the formula. Only the input cell is changed, right? If you click OK, the cell is accepted. If you don't click OK, the previous values are restored. Okay. Another example, you can say if you see that we want a unit price. For example, we cannot sell more than 500. It is fixed. Okay, so let's make it like this. Okay, and uh, we have the liberty to change the price, right? So so we want to ask the goal seek that what price should we sell to achieve a $3,000 revenue, right? Okay, so we go to the data, we go to the what if analysis, and go to the goal seek. In here, we set the cell the same, right, to the value 3,000, and by changing the price, yeah, so it will keep on changing the price until it reaches your target of 3,000. So you have to sell the at the rate of $6 per unit in order to get to your target's revenue. Right? If you want to give, if you press escape, you will return back to where you were. Right? So this is the goal seed, simplest example. Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. In this session, we are going to discuss the goal sequence, which is very commonly demanded and required for sensitivity analysis by the finance users, Excel users, whoever worked on the worksheets and prepared some models, financial projections, or financial modeling or sensitivity analysis. So goal seek comes into action to assist you. The first thing we have told you that as that you go to GoalSeek, and we have used a toolbar for this purpose. It loads the hang on, please let me correct it. Actually, there was for not initializing this. For to initialize this toolbar, you sometimes have to go to the viewport, like you go to viewport, and in the this book portion, you click inside the procedure and then run it. So it reactivates everything and sets your toolbar properly so that you can now use it. So now we are clicking. So this will load the solver module, in which, as part of our solver module, we have a goal sheet example set for you, in which we, in previous video, we showed you that you can use the goal sheet to determine what price you would need if you have a certain target of revenue for a given number of units sold, right? So it has calculated it is. And the same thing you can use for example, if you have a unit price, predetermined unit price, for example, $2.75, yeah, and you want how many sold units to be sold to determine a certain revenue for example, 5,000 or $3,000 revenue. So what we would do is you go to you go to the what if analysis, right? What if analysis, there is, you have the goal seek, and you have to set this to the value, to the revenue to a value of $3,000, for example, yeah. And by changing no, unit sold, keeping the unit price fixed. So you click OK. So this is going to be your solution, that you need to sold 1,090 units of a product, keeping 2.75 as a unit price. Then you will be able to get the revenue of this. Okay. Another thing you can do, that bring the cost factor also here. For example, you have the unit cost, predetermined unit cost given by your costing department is that your cost is, for example, $1.25 is your cost, right? And so your cost of goods sold is going to be, so all the expenses, so COG is, cost of goods sold is equal to this multiplied by the unit sold, right? So this. So for example, you want to uh, have for example, revenue is a profit. Yeah, the profit is equal to this in the revenue minus the cost, minus the total cost sales. So this is your profit. Now you want this to be set. For example, you want to achieve the profit to say $2,000, right? So how many units are you supposed to sell in order, while keeping this unit price this, and cost unit cost $1.25, that's fixed price is also. Now you're trying to shift uh, the focus towards from revenue to the profit, and you want uh, to determine how many units are supposed to be sold, right? So you will go to the what if analysis, and you will click the goal seek. This time your focus is the K11, the profit, right? You have, and this you want to set 2,000, right? And by changing your sales, right? While citrus variables means keeping all the other factors unchanged, right? So when you click here, then you are there. So you've got to sell 1,333 units with this unit price and unit cost in order to get the profit of $2,000. So this is wonderful. And the same thing you can automate. You may need automation. So before doing all these things, you can report the macro, and then later on you can automate, input the cells in a form, and then it automates and gives you, or a recurring goal seeking, and so many things you can do. It's a wonderful thing. Otherwise, you will have to spend hours to do the algebraic and arithmetic solutions to your problem. So it's with just a simple steps of goal seek. You set the goal and keep the the variable item varying. You keep changing it until you achieve the desired solution. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot.